here to talk to you guys about the Win Connect entrepreneurship. So, first of all, let me say that I did my own NYSE about 10 years ago. The Win. Only one person. Oh, 2, 3. The Win is a multimedia enterprise education by the federal government, implemented by the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, and it was aimed at addressing the challenges working against the identification and growth of small and medium businesses. It focused on promoting service, ICT, satisfaction, manufacturing, construction. Now, some of the objectives of the week is to support entrepreneurship. And that's in the young of mind people, and that is very key. When I'll take you through the funding processes, is it prepares entrepreneurs for funding. It tells you the various funds you can get at the initial stage when you're starting your business, when you have at least grown your business to some certain level, and then the final stage, hopefully when you want to carry your business into an IPO and get other people to invest, and your business is being traded on the stock market, hopefully. The next objective of reviewing is to create avenues for investors to find small and medium businesses they can invest in Nigeria. Angel investors, venture capitals, those are individuals in Nigeria, out of Nigeria, Africa, and the world. They are just waiting for investments, looking for businesses they can actually put their money into. Because everybody wants to make profit. Money always finds money. If I have money, I'm looking for where to invest. The way gives you that platform. It tells you, see how many businesses we have here. These are young and medium enterprises in Nigeria. Come and invest in us. And the last one is, of course, when you support businesses, businesses generate jobs. So you will indirectly create jobs for various individuals and in Nigeria. It's called the Enterprise Education Publication. And there's an extensive research across the 6 geographical zones to identify how indigenous brands in Nigeria became successful. The book Successful Nigerian Entrepreneurs, How They Started, it tells the fascinating stories of some of Nigeria's most popular brands and the hardships, successes of their businesses, things they went through to actually get to where they are or what they're doing. And then it tells the real stories of these men and women as it provides glimpses into their thinking at different stages of their personal development and the evolution of their business. Now, the book has actually, there are over 250,000 copies of this book, and they are being distributed across free of charge. The heavy, the country, NYSE because this is where businesses start. The entrepreneurship grows from when you Niger. Also, when I was serving, I know people that after their 95, their side hustles were starting businesses. They were doing this. Banks out there giving coppers incentives like come and pick a laptop and then you can pay small with your alawi. I think Access Bank and Access Diamond does that now. There are people that are willing to give coppers 40,000, 50,000 naira to start it up. So this is the platform you need to use this year to actually develop whatever you wanted to do because the avenues out there for you to actually get your business started. Now we go into UV Connect, which is telling you how to access funds from the initial stage to once your business starts and then to the final stage when hopefully you have grown into a big entity. And the first, there are various ways of funding. Well, I'll speak about 5 of them. The first one is crowdfunding. The second one is accelerator program. The third one is friends and family. The fourth is banks. And like I initially said before, equity investors, venture capital, and angel investors. If you want me to repeat the 5, I can repeat them. Should I repeat or should I go on? Really new to I won't say to businesses, But when crowdfunding started, it started with NGOs. It was more of an altruistic reason why money was gathered from different sources. And now there are so many different crowdfunding platforms. You see people put up you see it a lot on Twitter and Instagram right now. You see people put up their pictures and they say things like, support me here, and then let's just take a sample population. There are 1,000 people here, and somebody needs 1,000 naira to start a business or to start whatever. Crowdfunding is 1,000 of you giving 1 naira to that person. It's very easy to give 1 naira because it doesn't really affect you. But initially, a goal of crowdfunding has been gained. 1,000 people giving 1 naira. And that is what crowdfunding for businesses does. There are various platforms. There's crowdfunding, there's business startup.com. These are all crowdfunding websites where you can go and put your business online. Sell it there. Tell them what it does, what it can be, what you want your business to do, and then tell them how much you want. And you never know. You can actually access funds to do that. The second one is accelerator program. And accelerator programs are support-oriented startups through which mentorship, education, and finance is developed. Now these are programs probably like 3 to 6 months where you're in, they call them, most of them innovation calls. You're set up in an innovation call where they teach you how to start your business, they teach you how to grow your business, and then at the end of it, they actually bring the investors to come and watch the final piece of the business. Most of these mentorship programs actually have you there. Some of them we actually need there, like things like co-creation office for entrepreneurship and innovation. But they show you how to set up your business and how to access funds that this business has created. The fourth one is through friends and family. One of the best ways to know if your business is going to be viable is by pitching it to friends and families. If friends and families accept your business and are willing to invest in you, then trust me, other people will actually be willing to invest in you. And it is one of the easiest sources of funding. Because whatever you have, family is always at your back. Family is always willing to support. They are always there. So that's where you actually start sourcing your funds from. You start gaining the knowledge there. They are always the ones to even tell you the truth because they want to see you succeed. So friends and family is actually one of the very good banks. You have to have a couple things where you're looking for funds to bank. How many of you know how to write a business plan here? Or I've written a business plan here before. The third one is the viability of your business. Why I asked if any of you have written a business plan or understand how business plans work is you need to actually give them your financial statements. It shows how viable your business will be. Your financial statements covers things like your profit and loss, it covers your cash flow, it covers the profitability of each of the sectors in your business, and it shows them the long-term effect and the short-term effect of the business. And the third one is the affordability of the repayment. And this is still done through your financial statement. When you want to go to a bank, you tell them, I want a loan for so amount of money to start my business. Let's say I'm looking for 1 million. The first thing the bank is going to tell you is, we want to see your financial statements. Now, for most startups, you haven't been making any money because you're a startup. So you don't have any bank account to show that so. But that is when you have your projected financials. That's what they call it, projected financials. You have your projected profit and loss. You have your projected revenues. You have your projected income. You have your projected earnings after tax. That's why you have projected. Because most banks want to see whether you can repay those loans or not. And your projected financials will show them. And the last one is through, like I said, equity, venture capital, and angel investors. Now, equity investors are investors that will invest in your business for a share of your business. That is basically what they are. They all invest in your business for a share of your business. Whether they call them equity investors, venture capital, angel investors, they all want a percentage in your business. And that is why you have to make your business viable. There are 3 stages of investments. Stage 1 is the seed round. The seed round is typically the first round of funding a startup, where it usually raises between 50,000 naira to 2 million. So let's say you go and meet your friend or your family, and then you tell him this is the business you want to start. I want to start, let me say, pure water manufacturing business. And rather than giving you money, your family or your friend tells you, you know what, you need 100,000 naira. I'm willing to give you that for 20% of the company. When he says that, and you agree to that, that friend automatically goes from being friend or family to being part of your company. He becomes an investor. He's now an equity investor in your company. And you can ask people that I was invested in the seed round of funding, because the seed round of funding is between 50 to 2 million. That is when people invest between 50 to 2 million in your business, whether friends, family, venture capital, investors. The next round is what we call Series A. If anybody is doing finance or economics or things like that, have you heard of Series A funding before? Okay. Series A funding is usually when they invest in you 2 million to 15 million. And this is where your business has moved from the startup phase into probably running for a couple years. People can actually see that, oh, this is the business I should be investing in right now. They actually have started, they have a product or they have a prototype that is working, that is functional, maybe has run for 1 or 2 years, and it's something that can make me money in the long run. That is Series A funding. Then Series B funding is usually above 15 million. And Series B funding is when your business is profitable, where people can see that this is a business that has made profit, has been running for long. You have a concrete plan on what you want to do. You have your strategic plan is in place, your business plan is in place, your financials are sound, they're always in the green and not in the red. They show steady flows of income and profits being made. That is when people invest in Series B companies. They know they can take you to the next level and make your business grow like that. So those are the 3 stages of funding when it comes to getting equity investments from various individuals. Thank you very much. My colleague Nonso Wekena will speak to you about entrepreneurship.
So I'm going to basically take us through some traits of being an entrepreneur. So let me first of all ask, and I noticed you guys were not responding initially, so please respond to me. How many people want to become an entrepreneur? Okay. Chairman, you. No, the guy behind you. There
are few people that there are a few people that I followed online. There's a man called Ramatulai. He's not a Nigerian. He's a Frenchman. He's a fashion designer. Local man. Well, my boss.
Your boss?
Yes.
Okay. What's his name?
Abubakar Sadiq.
Does he have Iran?
Does he have?
Iran.
He has the best fashion design.
Yeah, you just have the job.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Speak louder, speak louder.
Mentors, which I know they are against what kind of
research is very important. Okay, research is very, very important. So, I'm glad that there are some people that want to become entrepreneurs. I myself am an entrepreneur, and I started my business as a youth corper. I started my business in Nasarawa State. You can sit down, sir. I started my business as a youth corper. I was very bold. I decided that I will start my dream off very early, and it has paid off. Over 10 years, and I've been working at it, and I believe I'm doing quite well in what I am doing. As a corper, I had about 7 staff. People believe me? Eh? Somebody said no at the back. So, as a young couple, I decided to dream big. So I'm here today asking you guys, how big do you want your dreams to be? You can start at this level that you are right now. You can start, doing your research. You can start working under somebody. You can start planning yourself out. I will show you a few traits of an entrepreneur that has helped me through my own journey. Okay? So, first of all, the job of an entrepreneur is to become a solution provider. You have to solve every problem that comes your way. First of all, your product or your service is solving a problem. Then inside your business, whether it is your staff, whether it is machinery, whether it is your suppliers, whether it is government agencies, whatever issue that comes up, the bulk stops at your table. You have to solve those problems. So the mindset of an entrepreneur, if you don't have it now, if you don't like solving problems, you will find it very difficult being an entrepreneur. And the faster you solve those problems, the better your situation is. So if you solve a problem quick enough, it doesn't linger, it doesn't solve, it becomes something else, and you're able to grow your business and move forward. Another trait of an entrepreneur is to be very understanding. First of all, you need to know your business. So, for Musa that wants to do fisheries, he needs to know, I know there are 2 types of fish ponds. There's the one that you can create the cement blocks and whatnot, and then there's also the one that you have locally. So you need to know your business, know, okay, in the environment I'm in, can I find space to do the normal fish pond one, where it's just in a pond, or do I need to build something? And then what effect does the building have on the fish? You know that it will have a cost effect because you have to keep pumping the water out and refilling the water in again. Now, you are the CEO or MD of your business. I'll come back to this later. So, you need to know yourself. A lot of people see businessmen, the likes of Dangote, Otedola, and everybody wants to be a Dangote. It is not easy. You need to know yourself. You need to know whether or not you can handle being an entrepreneur. You need to know whether or not you can sacrifice. If you know yourself, you will know whether you can do it well. If you also know yourself, you will know your limitations. You will know that you need to do more research. You will know that you need to work better on yourself. You will know that you need to go for mentoring classes. You will know that you need to speak to people that have done business before and things like that. Another very important thing that you need to know is finance. There was a story I saw on the internet where somebody was saying they should buy grinding machine for all the youths in Nigeria. That he spoke to one woman grinding pepper on the side of the road, and the woman said she makes 5,000 naira every day. And in his mind, he calculated it and said, 5,000 naira times at least 20 days, 100,000 naira every month. Do you people believe that the woman on the side of the road grinding pepper makes 100,000 naira every month? No. Why don't you believe it? One thing. Communication is important. Now what I said is made, right? Now what that translates to is revenue. It's very, very possible for her to make more than 100,000 naira in revenue.
Yeah.
There is expenditure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Awesome.
that grinding machine, expenditure. So she doesn't necessarily make 100,000 because she has her expenditures. If she has one boy or girl in their shop now, she will pay salary. That's another cost to the business. At the end of the day, the profits may be as little as 500, 700 naira, 1,000 naira, maybe 1,500 a day. So you need to be able to understand those differences. When somebody comes and tells you, I make so much, clarify from the person, is that revenue or is that profit? There's a big difference. I hope I'm communicating. Yes? So please, understand finance. To me, I know some people don't know math so well, but it's basically, kind of plus and minus. You know what your revenue is. You know at the end of every month, maybe you buy fuel, this amount, you do this. What your expenditure is. Revenue minus expenditure equals to profit. That's the simplest term. Another thing you need to know is to know how to handle people. Some of you will grow up to become big businessmen where you are handling so many people. I personally have 63 staff. I have 63 staff. I know clap for me, I'm trying. So imagine handling so many different people. Apart from the 63 staff, you have your suppliers that you have to deal with. Whether you're a trader, a manufacturer, or whatever, these are the basic things that will come in your business. You have a supplier, you will have your staff, and you will have your customers. All of them have different attitudes. But one thing that we fail to understand in this journey of entrepreneurship is that it's all about service. It is truly about service. First of all, you are in service to your staff. Okay? You have to train them, you have to speak to them, coach them, listen to their concerns and whatnot, whether it is personal or work related. Because personal issues can also affect your work. So you have to be a service to your staff. You have to also serve your partners, either the suppliers or the customers. Anything that they tell you, you have to kind of figure out whether or not it is good. And you have to kind of deal with that person's current attitude. Now, there are some other people who have abilities in them, but they need somebody that will be able to coach them, somebody who will be able to train them and be patient with them so that they are able to manifest and grow those abilities. If you're not patient enough with those kind of people, you may be losing out on a very, very important gift that has come to you. If you're not patient enough, you will lose out on some customers who may be calling you at all times in the night, who may be calling you on a Sunday or whenever. So you have to learn how to be patient with people. Now, the journey of being an entrepreneur is a very hard one. It is harder in Nigeria. There's something Dangote said, and you can check the internet for this. He said, when all of us die, I'm going to heaven. And God will call you and say, where are you coming from? You say, you're from Nigeria. And you say, you're an entrepreneur. He said, don't worry, I've suffered enough. You can enter heaven. Being an entrepreneur in Nigeria is very, very difficult. There's so many obstacles, but you have to persevere through it all. As long as you persevere, those opportunities will still come to you. You have to be consistent in what you are doing. If you start your business with a certain type of quality, I didn't get your name, sorry, but in his own business, for instance, maybe he starts to sew kaftans like the one I'm wearing right now. And you know, he's using very good material to sew. He has now started getting customers. You will now want to, for lack of a better word, change hands. Say, okay, let him start using another type of material that is a bit cheaper, because people may not notice. They will notice though. They may not notice immediately, but with time, they will notice. And then you would have angered your customer, because they put trust in you. They have probably referred you to other people, and you're disappointed. So you have to be consistent in what you do. When you start out in one particular way, be consistent. The only thing that should make you change is if you want to improve on what you have. You know, as a boss, you shouldn't be quick to anger. Okay? You shouldn't be quick to anger. Have patience in the process. Understand what exactly is happening, so that you can better analyze the situation that you find yourself in, and then be able to come up with the best solution. A lot of people make very, very, very bad decisions, all because they were angry at that point when they made that decision. And there's something called pride messing you up. So please, as an entrepreneur, learn how to manage your anger. Another thing is that you have to be a very good listener. You have to listen to the opinions of other people. A lot of us want to believe that we know it all. We have the whole idea in our head. What do you know? The truth is that you will know, another person can add to what you know. So take time to listen. Take time to listen to your staff. Take time to listen to your customers. These two people and your supplier, in fact, these three people are key to your business. Your supplier will tell you, you know, what is affordable, what is of good quality. Your staff will tell you the areas where you are lacking in the business, where there are leakages, you know, and things like that. What maybe you are not doing right, and that maybe things can be adjusted. Your customers will also give you feedback to tell you whether or not, you know, you did a good job in the service or the products that you provided to them. Always listen. If nobody is good telling you, ask them, so that you can get those feedbacks. It's very, very important. Learn how to be observant. Right now, you are all here in camp. Okay? All these people here are a potential market for you. The man that wants to go into fashion design, he can sew for everybody here. So he can already start looking at these people and say, okay, I noticed that this guy, anytime he wears so day, you know, maybe it's not sitting very well on him. You know, everybody's body shape is different. He may now start looking at it and say, okay, I believe if I adjust one or two things here and there, I will be able to sew very well for this guy and he will come out well. He's observing a potential customer. he will go to that person and say, look, I noticed that this is wrong in what you are wearing. I've observed all of that. I believe that I can give you something better. Try me out and I will show you that this is what I can do. You can even go as far as even giving him a sample. When you observe many things around you, you always find solutions to your problems.
Now, as an entrepreneur, when you start out, a number of things you will need to be able to do them yourself. You need to learn how your business works from the beginning to the end. Me, when I was doing my own, I started from production. I bought a small grinding machine and I was grinding. When it came to packaging, we got our bottles. I was the one pasting the label, filling it and everything. When it came to marketing, I was the one that went and entered into the deal, into the market, and started marketing. I was doing all of these things myself, just so that I would be able to understand the business very well. So that whenever I put anybody in a particular position, I can either train them, or if they are telling me that this is not possible, I will tell them, no, it is possible because me, I have done it before. So those are certain things that you can do by yourself, or certain attributes you can gain from doing things by yourself. Another thing is things like website design, all those kind of things that will save you money instead of maybe change. Now, lastly, when you start to grow your business, a lot of people who are very passionate about their business, they burn out. You will be working, there's no time for you to rest. Some people will start working from 5 a.m. in the morning, they will close by 9 a.m., they are still answering calls by 10, 11. At some point, your brain will no longer be functioning at its optimum. You're not functioning at the 100%. Your decisions will no longer be very, very good. So please, as you continue in your journey, find time to rest. Sometimes rest in the afternoon. Sometimes give yourself 1 whole week break. People that always come to me and ask me for questions about entrepreneurship, I always tell them, look, don't kill yourself now, especially if you are young. In fact, at any age, don't kill yourself. It is a marathon and not a sprint. A number of these people that we look up to did not start and blow in one day. It took them a number of years. So whatever you are doing, it is not a sprint. It is not a 100 meters dash. It is a marathon. It is something that every year you will continue to do. And that is where the issue of consistency comes in and perseverance. So I believe that these traits that I have mentioned, I know there are a lot, but these are all things that are going to help everybody in their journey. Those people who obviously want to become an entrepreneur. So please have some of these things in your mind. I will be around. Anybody that maybe wants to take my contact and you want to maybe ask me a few questions later on, I will be very open to answering any questions I have answers to. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it is a beautiful thing. You get to help your country, Nigeria. You get to employ people. Employment is a big issue right now. A lot of the insecurity is because there is no job. So if you have it in you, and you know strongly that this is something that you believe you can do, please, by all means, do it. Well, however hard it is, continue doing it. Alright? Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. And on this note, please, gentlemen, come back. We are free to bring out your questions. any area for clarification? Please, do we have any question? Come forward, please. Please feel free if you have any question, come forward. You tell us your name, your state code, and straight to your question.
My name is NG 2015-25. I'm sorry, the question goes to the committee and anybody can answer the question. Ever since you have been talking about entrepreneur. So my question is farming a business, and is there skill in farming? Now, if yes, why is it that there is no any proper orientation about farming? Who are farmers? Those people that are farmers as people that suffer, who is there management in farming? Because personally, like, if I get the opportunity during my stay there in Niger State, if I get proper orientation and I get a very huge land, fertile land, I would like to invest in farm because I think I have interest in that. I have to speak about 20 my question is that how do you open your company account as a company machine?
I want to ask this question. As a businessman, you started a business and go through situation or maybe you came back from what is it?
My name is Ahmad Khan, my first question is, previous months ago, I heard that there is a program called With the First Entrepreneurs. And if I could remember, there was a platform that is online with built up. And after I did that, and then after that, I did not care about it. And there was Facebook or something like that. I saw the advertisement, and then from that, I did not care about it. And then my second question is that, is it a nationwide program that is every state that you are living, you can have the access to this program, or it's only limited to some states? Thank you.
Sir, let's assume you take a loan and you are working in, let's say you have a shop close down and the office is not functioning. What will happen to your loan? You know, when the loan due, there is increment. Is there still increment or there will be something to be done? Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I want to ask first you explain something about getting a loan for startup. We find difficulty in getting a loan. And when these loans, you want to get these loans, most of these loans are being given with a very high interest. I want to ask, how can we compensate maybe the loan that we collect? They want, especially the ones with high interest. You know, most times before you will get into the business, these monies will be used maybe to settle some needs like rent, equipment, and other things. And there will be nothing like a waiver for all these startups. So, how can we manage such kind of loans so that we can make return at the end of the day?
One, because I'm a farmer. And I've been farming since I was 10. My father took me to the farm, old enough, we have a farm, we're a farm. And I have to tell you that farming is a business. It's a well-planned, well-structured, high-revenue business. And actually, in this present government, there's a lot of concentration on farming. There are a lot of incentives for farmers. There are a lot of grants out there right now, both from the government and private individuals. Yeah, both from the government and the private individuals for farmers. Farming is actually a good business to start, very profitable if it's structured properly. What we do in Nigeria and why people construe it is because we do most of subsistence farming. Most of the farming you see that's going around here, they stay like like this. There is a lot of land and it's arable land that is being underused. When I say underused, I'm not saying it's not farming on it right now. I'm saying it can be mechanized. Mechanized farming is more productive, it's faster, it's quicker, and the yield is more. Mechanized farming is one of the most productive businesses. If you know anything, I talked about trading your business on the stock market. The top 10 countries, or the top 10 businesses in the world all have to do with agriculture. It's either they are producing vaccines to agriculture or they are producing something to agriculture. But in agriculture base, apart from Amazon, Google, and Facebook, the remaining have something to do with agriculture. So farming is a business, profitable, if it is structured and planned and done out well. Thank you.
Someone asked about how to open an account. So if you want to open an account, first thing you need to do, you want to open a business account. So there are different types of companies. So first of all, you need to go to CAC. Have you guys heard of CAC? Okay. So you need to go to CAC. You can either open a business name. So business name is a lot cheaper. I think it costs maybe around 24,000 to 26,000 naira. That one you can do liability company. You need a lawyer that will be able to open that, process that for you. So it depends on the lawyer. If you have a lawyer friend that can help you do that, then that will help. So once you open up your account, then you will choose the bank that you want to go and open the account with. So for that one, I would advise that you ask people around you to know the banks that are friendly to startups. You know, there are some banks that will not necessarily look at your face. There are some other banks that are growing and also looking for people that will grow with them. Microfinance banks are also very good. Unfortunately, their interest rates are very high, but they are always easy. They help in accessing funds easily. So I hope that answers that one. Secondly, someone mentioned about paying a loan after liquidation. That's why you have collateral. So anything that happens to your business and you liquidate, the bank will take your loan. But please, don't have that negative mindset. Don't have a plan B. Don't say, no, like the thing fails to take down. Another person asked about the win application. So there are a lot of people applying for your win across the country. Alright? And year after year, you will get millions of applications. So I'm sure that there's a whole process that the ministry has to go through. So with time and with the whole corona thing, you know, they are not up to speed yet in what they are doing. So with time, all of that, your application will probably, you get a reply on your application. Loan after having issues. If you, the guy that said if you have a business next to something that has been, an institution that has been closed, I would advise you go back to your bank and renegotiate the terms of those loans. Banks are very, very flexible. A lot of people see them and think that, you know, whatever they say is fine now. It's not so. Go back to them, renegotiate. Tell them this is the situation. Let them extend the tenure of your loan or tell you maybe, okay, reduce the amount of payment that you have to make monthly. So renegotiate. Loan accessibility. A lot of people are not open to giving startups funds because you're a startup. So they're not sure whether you're going to be able to utilize the funds very well. So that's why you have other options like family and and friends or going to seek for an investor. You know, so those are the things that you do. But I would advise, if you're looking for an investor, somebody that wants to give you 100,000 for 20% of your business. If your business starts to do a profit of 20 million every year, that person is going to get 4 million naira profit from your business. So you need to be careful about who you decide to partner with or who you decide to sell equity to in your business. Okay, so look for family and friends. That's the best way to start up any business. And then by the time you grow and you've shown that you know what you're doing, then you can go to any bank or any lender to ask for any loans or facilities. All right, thank you.
Thank you once again, sir. On this note, we would like to once again appreciate Mr. Mansour and Mr. Onube Bandi, all the way from Hardcore Synergy International, powered by the Federal Ministry of Finance. We want to really appreciate you. They've taken you so far on how Nigerian entrepreneurs, successful Nigerian entrepreneurs, how they started their businesses, and I believe you've learned a lot. Thank you so very much, sir.